Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. This is Plassey, 1757. So I'm commanding the East India Company army of Robert Clive. Not a very nice person, if I recall correctly. I did just read recently read the William Dalrymple book on the company. Trying to remember the name of it, so it shows how much I paid attention, but I'll put a recommendation down below. It was a phenomenal read and makes the ruthless, greedy corporations of our day look totally ineffectual in comparison. As to the scenario, the Mughal army, most of it has been bribed to just do nothing, but we're still outnumbered by the part that has remained loyal. But the Mughal army is mostly medieval-style cavalry and infantry with a smattering of cannons and matchlock men. So their horsemen are very brave, but we have drilled infantry with musket and bayonet. So if we can hold together and prevent flank attacks, then we should be able to just shoot our way through. That's the plan anyway. Okay, I remember the name of the book I was trying to think of. It's The Anarchy by William Dalrymple. And so that's about the rise of the East India Company. And he wrote a number of other really great history books about India and the subcontinent and Afghanistan. He wrote The Last Mughal, which is about the last Mughal emperor in Delhi during the Indian Rebellion in the 1850s, and White Mughals, which was about Europeans who, quote-unquote, went native in the late 18th, early 19th century. And the first book of his that I read was Return of a King, which was the first Anglo-Afghan war. Very interesting, lots of parallels today and reasons not to invade Afghanistan, and he used a lot of sources that were not Western sources that hadn't been used in an English language book before. So very interesting, highly recommend, and he also wrote a number of great travel books. So there should be artillery in here. Can pace it out. Okay, I think that is the edge of their range. It doesn't really matter. The main concern is this French artillery, which is much more effective than the Mughal artillery. So we need to form up. Try and decide if I want to form up in a defensive box in the mango grove and then move forward, or if I want to push towards the hunting lodge. I think I'll push a little bit forwards, but I do want to try to form my little box here. Next turn. Yes, we're in range. Alright, light cavalry, skirmishing archers, Pashtun heavy cavalry, matchlock men, swordsmen, Ghazi impact foot. So the skirmishing archers are bow 50%, the swordsmen are swordsmen 10%. Basically what that means is that if we're steady, it does nothing. If we are disrupted, they get 10 POA and we get 0 POA. With the way that bayonets work. Alright, what have we got? Sepoys in the front, and a couple of European company regiments, the Royal Navy, one British battalion of foot. Okay. Next turn. Yeah, these guns can't really cause casualties, but they do add negative cohesion modifiers. Yeah, the infantry are mostly ineffective unless they disrupt our men before contact. So bayonets cancel melee POAs in general. Okay, let's keep pushing our little proto box forward then. Very good. And next turn we'll be ready to march. Next turn. Okay, and then rather than give him more time to get everybody into position, we are just going to push on ahead into musket shot now. Probably a bit silly that I've left my best unit in the spot least likely to see action, but too late to do anything about it now. Let's see if he moves in with his heavies and we can open up at close range. Next turn. Ooh, that was quite painful. Yeah, if the corner of the square is broken, we're going to be in huge trouble. So, as much as I don't want to, we might need to spread out into a line a bit and hope to win quickly enough to the front that they can't get around us. One disruption. Do I send one unit down to extend and one ahead to fill in? I think so. Good. Bought ourselves a little bit of time. Next turn. I might want to actually do something that'll appear unwise. Occupy this ground. It's rough. So it does get us out of the line a little bit, but I think that's going to be okay. Do I pop out here so I can shoot or let them come in? I think I let them come in. Those lights are lurking in there. Yeah, so popping out's a bad idea. Might even want to turn these guys around and start trying to fill this gap again. But I think it might be a bit late for that. Okay. Next turn. Irritating. Might need to take a risk and fall back into the enclosure here. Should bounce that. Okay, return fire. Take the risk. Good. Perhaps exposed ourselves a little bit too much. Not much we can do about it now, though. They hold firm. That's everyone. Next turn. They held firm. And we disrupt. We'll need to cover that disruption. I should have stayed in the mango grove. I'm going to get torn to shreds. Well, in the meantime... they're all holding firm. Good. Question is, if I've turned, can they move here? I don't think so. In fact, I will make sure of it by turning there. Then I will turn here. And what? Let's turn it back around. Ugh, messy. Next turn. He's going for that frag, but I think he'd be better off spreading the fire of these Mughal guns because they don't tend to inflict casualties. Hopefully we bounce that. Good. Rough ground, so should deaden the impact, I was gonna say. Oof, yeah, I think I'm going to get overwhelmed and I should have stayed in the grove. I became overconfident and now I'm getting just Zerg swarmed here. That helps. That was crucial. That could save me. I did not realize these were mixed foot. I guess it counts them as partially heavy foot for the extra cohesion checks, but that also means disorder. To hit these Ghazi warriors to deaden their impact. Breaking the archers won't spread panic because they're light foot, unfortunately. I want to charge to avoid getting shot at anymore. It's tempting to just pour in a volley, though. Let's hold formation. Alright. Next turn. Good. Ooh, we held firm, but it was close. This unit's probably doomed. They're surrounded in the open. Unit size, I suppose. Yeah, our unit's too small, so it's getting overwhelmed despite favorable POAs. Interesting. I would have thought that... maybe they're not protected by the obstacle because they're in the outside corner. So we do have a potential flank charge here. And we're going to do it. It's not to be. Very well. Okay. Let's get ready to turn. The end of our line is going to start to cave in, unfortunately. Let's zone of control lock this unit, then turn and face the spearmen. It's still not a great situation, but maybe then it'll be survivable. Now, currently I'm zone of control locking this unit, but if he blocked the central square, then he could charge around behind. I don't think he will do that, so I'm just going to stand and fire instead. Next turn. I was hoping to disperse that battery. Ooh. Good. That's getting a little bit awkward. Well done, he broke the zone of control lock. Or the priority charge, rather. That makes things a bit more interesting. Okay. Well, let's pour in another volley. Then what? They hold firm. Let's join the fray here. And hold the hunting lodge as well as we can. That's all we can do. It was going smoothly. We'll see what happens next, but we seem on the verge of losing 2 units. Next turn. Ouch. I hope that doesn't turn into a flank charge. I'm not really sure if it will. This should help a little. That's what I was afraid of. That's why I should have stayed in the mango grove. That's all we can do. Next turn. That's pretty awful. you get a shooting phase? That could help things a bit. No. Good. Let's move here to cover the flank of our unit and get a shot off here. Alright, let's see if that does it for us. Probably not. I think we have more hard fighting ahead. So he responds that he would not have attacked my force enclosed in the mango grove, would have waited for me to come out. I believe I would win a draw. I'll have to check the scenario description. I don't remember who would win a draw. Unfortunate. Well, we can hold the corner here with our native infantry. Things have evened out considerably though. It's bad. Well, let's hit these spearmen. They hold firm. We're still in pursuit. Zone in this cavalry unit so they can't hit us. And then what? Work on these fragged archers or push over here? I think we worked on the fragged archers. They hold. Let's charge. They'll evade. Pretty far as it turns out. Okay, so this unit of sepoys is just going to have to stand its ground in the corner of the mango grove while the rest of the army tries to clean things up and come to their aid. Next turn. No, come back. Oh no. Alright. Well, pour in another volley. Take out the guns. Shoot at the fragged cavalry. All kinds of options. Take out the guns. Hopefully they don't rally up and charge us in the rear. Maybe I should have tried to go for the cavalry, but too late now. Need to concentrate more fire to really drive off the light cavalry. Pretty tough. Next turn. If my men stop pursuing, might be able to pull this off. That is highly unfortunate. It's perfectly bad timing for our unit there. Yep. Oh, we bounced it through quality, but it's still rather bad. Good. Okay, so what to do? Well, first off, no. Then, lock in these spearmen. Fire, fire, fire. We need to turn around, work on these musketeers. That's all. Next turn. That's an unpleasant business. Bounce that. Good. Let's go for a break here. See what that does for us. They hold firm. Good. This is unpleasant. I might want to actually pull this unit out of this situation. Get ready to flank next turn. That's all I got. Next turn. Routed him to 56%. Pretty close to victory. But with only 5 units left under our command, things could still turn around. Although, maybe that'll secure victory for us. Ouch. $59. Okay. Now I could charge here once I moved, but the problem will be if he rallied up then he could hit me in the rear afterward. So I think I prefer to simply sit here and shoot. Good. Maybe that'll secure the win for us. If we move here, at least when we break, we won't subject everyone else to cohesion checks. Assuming no rallies, that could win the battle for us, though. I mean, if this can truly be called a win. Next turn. There we go. So, I did check the victory conditions, and it is on my force to attack. So I could not have simply sat ensconced in this mango grove. So coming out was what I had to do, and it was very close. He did a really good job of kind of wiggling behind with especially the light horse for rear charges, but also his non-light horse. And my line broke apart and was subjected to pretty severe flanking. The high quality of my units, of course, saved me, combined with the firepower I possessed. Most of his matchlock and archers were 25 or 50% firepower, and of course mine are high quality and full firepower. So we were grossly outnumbered, but of course had much higher quality troops. I'm not going to even pretend to summarize what happened because I'm pretty confused at the end of this, but it was clearly a 40-63, a close match. Interesting. This is a script that, of course, is supposed to only show up in single player, but it's showing up here. Well, we will be graceful. So, good game, and until next time.